The assignment for designing an educational content, we're focusing it on designing an assessment specifically. Now, you know the prompting strategies, you know how to work with a large language model to generate session objectives, session descriptions. Those are things that you can work on. A key part of educational content and education right now is designing assessments that are AI resilient. And so that's what you're going to be testing out in this assignment. Now, creating an AI resilient assignment really means you have to change your focus. It's not the end product that you're focusing on, it's the process getting to the end product. Because AI can generate the end product, but the process of getting to it, the thinking that happens leading to that end product, that's more difficult for AI to do. And that's where you see a learner's thinking itself come out. And so that's the focus of this assignment. So the assignment is taking a general thing that you always do, say, for example, writing a final paper on topic X, Y, and Z, and switching it up to being a process-based assessment. So, for example, let's take our first assignment, right? The first assignment where I had you try out a prompt in 3 GPTs and then work through that, give the transcript, and then write a reflection on it. Now, a traditional one might have been where you just give me the reflection and your final prompts. That would have worked, but again, an AI can generate that very easily. But having you submit the chat transcripts for it helps me see your thought process through it, right? For image generation, having you work through 3 separate images and think through why you didn't stick with the first one, but you went up to the third one. Those kind of things help me look at your thinking process itself and your learning process. So it's a process versus the final product. Now, creating a process-based assignment is something that is new to all of us, and so that's what you're going to be testing out over here. And again, remember, these large language models have a lot of information and a lot of knowledge, so tap into their expertise to come up with your final product itself. So you're going to do 2 things over here. One is create a product-based assessment. This is the general thing that we're all used to creating, a very standard assignment that you're creating. So that's the product-based assessment. Now remember, caveat here, this is not for multiple choice questions. This really is for open-ended assignments, okay? And you'll submit all the requirements for this. And then you're going to redesign the same thing, right? So again, this is where I say you use AI to help you identify the vulnerabilities in your product-based assignment. And then with your GPT itself, your ChatGPT or Gemini, you're now going to redesign it into a process-based assessment. So for me, you're doing 2 things over here. One, you're generating a process-based assessment, but at the same time, you're learning how to work with a tool like ChatGPT or Google Gemini to do these things. So it works on 2 levels for me. You're going to revise it. You're going to come up with all of these things that are mentioned over here. Again, all the details are given here, so you just use it as a checklist. That'll help you. And then there's a design rationale as well, again, to see your thought process. So in this itself is a process-based assignment. So why did the product version fail? What was the process version? And how was AI used in the redesign? And for the first assignment, remember I told you about AI use guidelines. Now in this one, for your process-based assessment, you're going to draft AI use guidelines and why and how you're doing it so that your learners understand your reasoning behind it. I explained this in assignment 1 and you're just trying it out in this assignment itself.